Hi, thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a fun, playful, powerful flow. We are going to take breaks, so it's not just going to be a power flow. If you like to do pistol with a block, go ahead and grab a block. I know a lot of you don't like pistol. It's not my favorite either, but normally, whenever we don't like things, we need to do them more often. And so here we are to have some playtime. We're not going to do it over and over again. So try it out with me. I promise to make it fun. We're going to start in a kneeling position. If you would like to use a block here, be my guest. Just propping it under your sits bones here, giving you a little bit of room. Once you get here, go ahead and roll those shoulders down the back body and maybe close the eyes down. Setting an intention for today. And maybe thinking about how the world is constantly pulling at us, saying, this is important, or this is important, or that's important. No, we should care about this, or we should care about that. And maybe today we can find the courage to yank our hands back, put them on our hearts, and say, no, this is what's important to me. The state of our being. Because we are important. Each of us individually. And instead of trying to satisfy the entire world, we should start with trying to satisfy our own souls. I believe the world would be a better place if everyone could focus on themselves and making themselves better. Imagine a world full of people focused on themselves and making themselves better. Maybe that's what we can pull throughout this practice and really create that energy around us. Wherever you are, we're going to start with some side stretches. If you have your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open them. Go ahead and take the left hand to the side. Right hand sweeps up and over. Beginning to tap into the breath here. We're not dumping into that low back, and our chest is lifted. Our gaze is up. Right side stretch. Inhale brings us back to center. Right hand plants down. Left hand sweeps up and overhead. Tapping into that breath, really opening through that left side body. Using the right hand to push will deepen the stretch. And on an inhale, we come back up. Inhale the arms all the way up overhead. Let's open up the stretch to the right. So this left hand comes to this right thigh. Right hand goes behind us. The inhales allow us to find some length here. And the exhales allow us to twist deeper. And on your next inhale, arms up back to center and open up to the left. So now the right hand comes to the left thigh and the left hand is behind us. Tapping back into that breath to move through your twist. And on your next inhale, we'll come back around to center, arms up and overhead. Let's go and take cactus arms here. So Opening through the chest here, opening through the shoulders, gaze is up, back is arched. And let's bring the hands together, rounding through the spine here, forearms together. Beautiful job. We're going to come into an all fours. We're going to start with some cat-cows, warming up the spine. So stacking the hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, gaze goes up. And on the exhale, we round through the spine, taking the gaze in between the feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And we'll take one more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. All meet back in all fours. We're going to take sunbird. So left leg kicks out, right arm goes forward. Active left foot. We're not dumping into the spine. Breathe. You got this. Challenging the balance, challenging the mind, and release. Other side. Right foot kicks back, left arm reaches forward. Tapping back into that breath. Active right foot. Active holds are normally harder than movement, but we're here and we got this. And we release. Very good. Coming in from a plank to a down dog, so tucking the toes, plank, and send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet out here, really stretching through the calves and the hamstrings. We'll take one more round of breath here. You can find stillness or continue to pedal. And when you're ready, we're going to come onto the tiptoes, a big bend in the knees, and we're going to hop to the top. Inhale, we lift up halfway, lengthen through that spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing. Rolling those shoulder blades down the back body. Stand up nice and tall here. Let's go and shift the weight to that left side. Pick up this right knee and give that ankle a roll one way. And let's go ahead and go the other way. Very nice. Now we're going to hug this knee in as far as we can bring it up. So you're going to really feel the compression in the hip flexor on the right side here. Then we're going to bring it around back. Nice quad stretch and hip flexor stretch. If you want to grab the wall with the other hand, be my guest. Otherwise, we are making sure the tailbone is tucked to deepen that stretch in the front of the quad, the hip flexor, and breathe. We'll take one more round of breath together here. And slowly we release. Coming over to the other side, picking that left foot up, grabbing that knee, and taking those ankle rolls one way. And reverse that circle. Beautiful. Hug that knee in as big as you can hug it, as close as you can get it. Feeling that compression in that left hip flexor. Beautiful release and take it behind. So grabbing it behind. Tucking the tailbone. Deepens that stretch in that left hip flexor and quad. Coming back to our breath. I'll take one more round here. Beautiful job. And we'll slowly release. Inhale the arms down to come up. Open up, cactus, bend through the knees, arc through the spine. Take your gaze up and back to standing. Let's do that one more time. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, bend knees, cactus arms, chest is lifted, gaze is up. Exhale, fold. Oh, yes. Let's hang here for just a second in this forward fold, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, interlacing hands behind back, allowing the shoulders to open here. Whatever feels nice for you. You can just bring your hands to the mat, finding stillness. Listening to what your heart wants right here. What does your heart call you to do here? I'll take one more round of breath together here. And we'll exhale it all out. Plant the hands, step the feet back plank, lower down the knees, and then the chest and the chin. Roll through into our cobra. Maybe take the hands off. Put a smile on your face. And hands plant, toes tuck, up and back, down dog. Beautiful job. Right leg sweeps up, three-leg dog. Roll it forward, step in between the hands. Lower that back knee, but keep the toes tucked. Inhale up, low lunge, arms overhead. Half splits. If you want to bring your hands to the mat, be my guest. Otherwise, we're taking active half splits here with no hands. But if your heart says hands are on the mat, please do put the hands on the mat. Take one more round of breath here. And the arms come forward, raises us up, high lunge. Straightening through that back leg to feel this hip flexor stretch. Coming back to the breath here. We're going to take a big step up and come to tree. So left foot tucks into right thigh here. Hands can be wherever feels good. Hips, heart center, up and overhead. Choice is yours here. One more round of breath here. And we're coming into dancer. So grabbing this left foot or ankle with our left hand. Right hand goes forward. Find that gazing point. Find that drishti. Kick into that ankle and that foot. Keeping your balance. Putting all that weight into that front big toe might help. And we're coming around, so now we're going to pull this foot through to pistol. So grab it. It's okay if you fall, it's not a big deal. Right hand, reaching for this block maybe, lowering down into our pistol squat. Okay? Once you're down, maybe trying to grab that foot with both the hands. Breathing, we're not holding that breath. We may be falling and wobbly, but that's okay. And booty sits, boat pose. See, you got this. Not too shabby. And let's come in for low boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the feet, plant the hands, step it back, plank. If you want to meet in down dog, be my guest. Otherwise, we're going to take a vinyasa, push forward, lower down, up dog. Everybody meets. Down dog. Beautiful job, my friend. Told you it wasn't going to be that bad. Challenging ourselves puts us into a place of being uncomfortable, and growth only happens in that uncomfortable zone. So way to go for growing. Inhale, left leg up, 3-leg dog. Roll it forward and step it in between the hands. Lower down that back knee, keeping those back toes tucked. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Arms up and overhead. Pushing the hips forward, really feeling into those hip flexors and hamstrings. And push back, calf splits, hands on the mat or not, choice is yours. Coming back to the breath. And wherever you are, we're coming forward, picking it up, high lunge. Straightening through that right leg to really get into that right hip flexor here. Stupendous job. We're jumping up to the top of the mat, coming into tree. More of like a pounce, not so much a jump, right? Tucking that right foot into that left thigh. Options are hands on hips, heart center, up and overhead. Wherever the hands are, doesn't really matter. Just finding what feels good for you and your heart today. Coming back to that breath. Beautiful job. Coming in for that dancer. So release that right foot and catch it with that right hand. Or you can grab the ankle, the foot. It doesn't really matter. Just finding what feels good. Left hand out front. Find that drissy, that gazing point, and then kick into the hand. Dancer pose. A few rounds of breath. And slowly we're coming around for pistol. Left hand's going to be the one to catch that block on the left side of us if it's there, or you can just lower down, catching yourself with this hand. But then, of course, trying to come back to this pistol squat, noticing that compression in the left thigh hip flexor. Coming back to the breath, playing and laughing at yourself with the balancing. And sit back boat. Ah, you got this. See, I told you it wasn't going to be so bad. Breathe. Low boat. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up to boat. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs. Plant the hands. Step the feet back. Plank. If you want to meet us in down dog, be my guest. Or take flow with me. Choice is, of course, yours. Very nice. Big bend in the knees. I'll get a nice stretch in the shoulders here. We're just going to be here for 3 rounds of breath. If you want to take child's pose, please be my guest. We're going to roll through that one more time, but we're going to do it faster this time. So inhale that right leg up, 3-leg dog. Roll it forward, step in between the hands, lower back knee, keep back toes tucked. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Push back, calf splits. Rise up, arms up, high lunge. Step forward, tree pose, left foot, right thigh. Arms up and overhead at hips or heart center. You got this. The body should be like, okay, I get it now. Come into dancer, so grabbing that left foot, kicking it out. Right arm forward. Coming around through pistol. Grabbing that foot and then lowering down. Sitting back boat pose. Low boat. Boat. Vinyasa or meet and down dog. Choice is yours. Okay, one last time. Left leg sweeps up. Roll it forward in between the hands. Lower down back knee. Keep toes tucked. Arms up and overhead. Low lunge. Push back, calf splits. Inhale to come forward. High lunge. Step forward, tree pose. Got this. Let's come into dancer. And around through pistol. Shake, shake, shake. Shake all them muscles. Whoo, sit back, boat. My hair's sticking to me. I'm so sweaty. Low boat. Boat. And let's cross those feet, plant those hands, step it back. This is our last vinyasa. You can meet us in child's pose if you don't want to flow with us. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Forehead meets the mat. We'll be here for 3 rounds of breath. And slowly we push up. We're coming into a wide-legged straddle. If you want to sit on a block, that will be most helpful. Ooh. It'll allow you to get deeper into the stretch if this is a complicated position for you. This is not easy for people just to sit like this. To get into this position, I used to watch TV like this, up against the couch, just to open it up. These muscles become very tight, especially the more we age and we're not using them. So for right now, we're just going to rock side to side. And we are going to fold over the leg. If you would like to bend in one leg and you feel like you get more depth that way, be my guest. Listening to the heart is important here. We'll rock one more time and then we're going to fold over this right leg. I'm just tapping into that breath. Slowly peeling up, shifting over and folding over the left leg here. Tapping back into the breath. Slowly, we walk up and we're coming in for the pancake. So just slowly walking the hands forward. Maybe come into the forearms, maybe not. Accepting where we are is also important. Pulling the feet back, not letting them roll forward and collapse. On active muscles here. Very slowly. We're going to come into cobbler, so bringing the feet to touch. Taking some butterfly here. Normally, I challenge you to tuck the feet in, like so. But today, I'm going to challenge you to make your diamond shape a little bit bigger. And fold. Whenever we do this, this pulls harder on these outer IT bands. So once again, when we're stretching, no stabbing, no shooting, no sharp pains. If you feel any of those S's come out, reposition and try again. You may not be able to go as deep here as the other way, and that's okay. Once again, that acceptance is where it's at here. Just meeting yourself here with your breath. One more round of breath here. And we'll peel up. And we're either going to come into a Shavasana or a child's pose, whichever way you would like to end your practice here. Just coming into your own little cocoon of peace and harmony. Allowing all that beautiful energy that you just created to become acknowledged by you. Maybe offering up some gratitude here. So many things to be thankful for. Slowly begin to bring the awareness back into your present moment. Taking a nice deep breath, fully letting it go. Before we peel up and everybody just meets in a comfortable seated position, hands at heart center. Namaste, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful practice. Please do comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. And remember, the world is constantly trying to determine what is important for us. But I'm challenging you today and the days ahead of us to yank your hand back and remind yourself what is truly important here. And that's right here inside of us. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.